Hey guys, I'm Carlos. Do any of you remember the movie Space Jam? The crossover movie starring Bugs Bunny and famous NBA player Michael Jordan? Well, as of the time of this recording, today marks the 25th anniversary of the movie. Wow, 25 years. Holy cow. Can you believe it? Now, the movie Space Jam starts off as a semi-biography of Michael Jordan's career. It starts off where Michael Jordan is announcing his retirement from the NBA and will be pursuing a career in baseball just like his father, which actually happened. But then the film takes a huge turn as Michael gets roped into this all-or-nothing basketball game with the Looney Tunes against these aliens known as the Monstars, who stole some talent from some NBA players. Now the Looney Tunes must team up with Michael Jordan to win a game of basketball to prevent themselves from being attractions for the amusement park known as Moron Mountain. So, the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan must beat the Monstars and to get back the talents that they stole. Now, like most kids who grew up in the 90s, I absolutely adored this film. I would watch it over and over and over and over again and never get sick of it. In fact, I loved it so much that one time for my birthday, I actually had the logo from the movie put on my birthday cake. That's how much I loved the movie. But now this movie is 25 years old and I have fully grown from that innocent, naive child to a full-fledged adult. So taking off my nostalgia glasses, I gotta ask myself, does this film still hold up 25 years later? And the answer is... I mean, it's decent. I mean, I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, guys. But after watching this, after how many years since the last time I saw it, it's kind of become a bit dated. But there is one element to the film that still remains timeless and still remains the best quality to the film, and that's the soundtrack. I mean, they were lively, they were energetic and catchy, and had the most memorable songs that you could think of. I mean, come on, the opening theme song, "Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam." Like, that song just never gets old. It's like every time I hear that song, it just gets me pumped up. I mean, heck, there was even some other songs that were good from the movie too. "Fly Like an Eagle," "I Hold On to You," and so much more. But besides the Space Jam opening theme song, the song that was the most memorable is "I Believe I Can Fly. I believe I can touch the sky." Like, that song still remains timeless. It has not been affected by the aging of time. It's just as good and just as uplifting and just as powerful as it was back in 1996. The 2D animation holds up very well. The Looney Tunes look fantastic, and the designs for the Monstars, not only do they resemble some very famous basketball players, considering that they did steal their talents, but they just look really well done, well drawn and well animated. And I know this might be a little bit of my nostalgia talk here, but I don't care. I still enjoy all the scenes with the Looney Tunes. I remember when I was a kid, I was always so bored by all the human interactions. I just wanted them to get back to the Looney Tunes. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. And that's no different here, because they were just the spark and energy to this movie that you just can't help but enjoy. I love the Looney Tunes, and although they're not like their goofy selves like they are in the cartoons, they still had a lot of energy to them, and they still have all the characteristics that we know and love about them. Because the Looney Tunes, they're timeless already. You're gonna remember them, and they have their own unique personalities. As for the human characters in the film, what's so special about them? There's nothing interesting about them. You guys know how I said how the 2D animation holds up well in this film? Yeah, I can't say the same thing for the 3D animation. I mean, man, it really looks dated. It looks horrendous. Like, it really stands out, guys. It looks terrible. The basketball game at the end of the film, which kind of looks a little bit rushed nowadays, it's still a whole lot of fun to watch and quite exhilarating. I mean, just seeing Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes facing off against the Monstars, it's just a delight. And I also really like the camera angles for the basketball game. It made you feel like you were in the actual game itself. But the whole story is just a mess. It's both focusing on both different places all around, like both Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes, and then even in the human world. I mean, why did the Looney Tunes even challenge the aliens to basketball? I mean, couldn't the Looney Tunes just like use their Looney Tune powers or something? Or why didn't the aliens just hire actors for their theme park? This is just a mess. And the last thing I didn't like as much as a kid, and I still don't like this now, is Lola Bunny. She's boring as a character. Like, there's nothing interesting about her. I mean, besides her just being really sexy. I mean, I like the idea. I mean, it sounds pretty cool, like a new Looney Tunes character making their debut in a crossover movie. But the movie does absolutely nothing with her. I mean, she's just made as a love interest for Bugs Bunny. And I actually like what the Looney Tunes show did with her. They actually gave her a personality. Because all we pretty much ever had was Space Jam Lola. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed rewatching this movie, even though I was a little too critical on the movie. I still had a fun time with it. It's my childhood film. I could never hate Space Jam. It's just that as an adult like myself who enjoys movies, I start to notice more of the problems than I did when I was younger. But that doesn't mean I hate the movie. And I want to hear from you guys. Did any of you grow up with this movie? And did any of you enjoy it like I did? And also, what is a movie that you're most nostalgic for? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
That's all, folks.